I was scrolling through YouTube like any other day, and then I saw this one video called "Can You Beat Roblox with Dementia?" And that sparked an idea in my mind. One of my favorite franchises is called Sly Cooper, and I never saw someone beat that game with dementia, so that had me ask the question, can you beat Sly Cooper with dementia? In this episode, that's what I'm seeking to answer. I started off the game with this turtle yelling at me for some reason. Don't ask me, I can't seem to remember. But that reminded me of something. Sly Cooper is one of my favorite video game franchises, but I always wondered if you could beat Sly Cooper with dementia. That is what I'm going to try to figure out this episode. I started out, picked up a coin. You see, if you get 100 coins, according to Google, you get a horseshoe, and I think horseshoes are pretty lucky. Then I started staring at the moon, and its dark cartoony shape reminded me of something. Sly Cooper is one of my favorite comic book series, but I always wondered if you could beat Sly Cooper with dementia. In this episode, that's what I'm going to be figuring out. I started out breaking this roof vent for some coins. You see, according to Bing, if you get 100 coins, you get a horseshoe, which is good for horses' feet. But then I saw this van with a weird symbol, and that reminded me of my favorite movie franchise. But then I got a question. Can you beat Sly Cooper with dementia? In this episode, that is the question I'm going to be answering. I started out on this roof and I tried to get down, but that didn't seem to work. I respawned and broke this vent with coins. You see, according to Ask Jeeves, if you get 100 coins, you get a lucky clover. And then this green frog started talking about some random stuff. Don't ask me, I can't seem to remember. I stopped recording for a bit to save storage. When I started recording again, I was off the building. Don't ask how, I can't seem to remember. I was walking around for a bit, and then I saw the Statue of Liberty. I think that statue's pretty cool, so I decided to go check it out. I jumped in this pool of green-looking water and looked at the bottom of the Leaning Tower of Pisa. It wasn't as cool as I thought it would be, so I left. Later, I got back on the roof. Don't ask how, I can't seem to remember. I tried walking through this vent, and then this green leprechaun told me to press the X button. I tried that for a bit, but it didn't seem to work. Eventually, I pressed the circle button, and that seemed to work. I guess you can't believe everything leprechauns tell you. Later, I found this laser room, and this spy-like stuff reminded me of my favorite franchise. Sly Cooper is one of my favorite TV series, but I always wondered if you could beat Sly Cooper with dementia. In this episode, that's what I'm going to be figuring out. I started out standing above a bunch of these weird lasers, but using my sick parkour moves, I got down. And then I broke this weird thing, and I got a lot of coins, which is good because according to Fox News, if you get 100 coins, you get a lucky horseshoe. I saw that I already had a lucky horseshoe on my back, which is weird. I don't remember getting all those coins, but maybe it's just a thing you get when you start out the game. After walking through these hallways, I decided to jump out this window, and then I got this coin, which is good because according to Crazy Dave, if you get 100 coins, you can trade it with a guy named Fletcher. I started breaking a bunch more stuff to get more coins, and then I found this decapitated floating head, and the head reminded me of something. Sly Cooper is one of my favorite furniture businesses, but I always wondered if you could beat Sly Cooper with dementia. In this episode, that's what I'm going to be trying to figure out. I started out in this office with a vault. I tried to open it, and then this green booger started talking to me. I ignored him and tried to open the vault. I couldn't seem to figure it out, but using my great problem-solving skills, I saw this code on the bottom of the screen. Then this gummy bear told me to go outside and get into a getaway van. I jumped out this window, but then this police officer appeared. But like any good law enforcement does, she immediately started shooting at me. I was running away from the bullets, but this great action chase scene reminded me of something. Sly Cooper is one of my favorite scammers, but I always wondered, could you beat Sly Cooper with dementia? In this episode, that's what I'm going to be trying to figure out. I started next to this police car being shot at by law enforcement, which which was pretty rude, but using my sick acrobatic skills, I managed to run over to this creepy van. I didn't have really a choice, I was being shot at, so I jumped inside, and it looks like that's where the footage seems to end. I can't remember if there was any more to the game, but I'm gonna assume I beat the game there, because I think I did a lot. Well, tune in next time, because I'm gonna be answering a question that I had on my mind for a while. Can you beat Sly Cooper with dementia? Find out next episode, but don't forget, you're gonna want to stick around, because I'm gonna be seeing if you can beat Sly Cooper with dementia.